Hello there, brethren. So welcome back. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And a good evening to you as well from wherever you are joining us. It is Maiyegun live. And welcome back to those of you who joined us earlier. Consider this as the continuation of what we started this afternoon and what we rested the last night, as the topic continued to bring out more and more and more reactions. Some are threatening, others are advising, while others at the same time are pleading. So tonight, like last night, when it was the turn of Pasari Dokudumb, tonight is about another Sadiq Abba, a northerner who is also a member of the APC. The last 48 hours in Nigeria, since the president of the United States, POTUS, which is President Donald Trump, tweeted about the ongoing killings in Nigeria by the Islamic jihadists. At the same time, indicting the government of APC, of collusion, protecting the terrorists and shielding them from any form of a prosecution or arrest. While the Christians in Nigeria, the Christian communities continue to be, ransacked and invaded. People are being kidnapped. All these records, right? So Tifnumbu and his gang have been running from pillar to post, from backyard to the front yard, figuring out how to handle Trump, because they said one of the instruments of power is that of leaving aside the element of surprise. Donald Trump is unpredictable. Or should I say Donald Trump, President Trump is like predictably unpredictable. So which means Nigeria, except Nigerian government, right, does something to show to the Americans that indeed they are not protecting the terrorists, not what they are saying. That is, you know what I mean? Except they prove that. So we may wake up tomorrow morning or the morning after or the one after that, right, that America have struck some targets in Nigeria, an action that I believe scared shit out of Tinubu's illegitimate regime in Nigeria. So they have been jumping from pillar to post, running everywhere, running helter skelter like the headless chickens. They are pulling propaganda here. They are pulling unity begging there. They are everywhere. But one of them is not really, or some of them are not really on the same plate with Tifnumbu. These Arewans. They have been the most reactive to all of this. All right, the Arewans, who are telling us that if the Americans should come around and kill the terrorists in Nigeria, it will trigger religious war, which is, simply interpreted as they will begin to kill Christians because the murderous Fulani terrorists, the Boko Haram terrorists, and the rest of them possibly have the backings of this closet terrorists. I call them closet terrorists or terrorist enablers, terrorist sympathizers, who are doing everything to make you feel like this is actually normal. So one of them, they said he's a professor. I have no idea, maybe professor of a jihadi or something. His name is Sadiq Abdi or something. Ilba. He was on one of the TV charts today, where he made his own threat like this because he confidently believes that any American soldier that goes to Nigeria would be killed in Nigeria. By who? by them.
Historically, this is not the first time they are giving us direct. The only thing is that the first two direct threats, they met leaders on ground. They met General Murtala Muhammad. Remember General Ford's letter to General Murtala Muhammad that
yes,
published?
Yes.
General Ford, go to hell, America shut up. It's a direct threat to Murtala Muhammad and Nigeria. Murtala called their bluffs. Abacha called their bluffs. And so how prepared are we? If the government is not prepared, Mr. Eliaso, I can assure you that Nigerian citizens are prepared for America.
How? Just tell me, apart from rhetorics, apart from just rhetorics.
This is national secrets. It's confidential. You can, America will not tell you they are coming with this. It's their secret also. I can assure you, if America is coming, tell them. As far as Nigerians are concerned, not Nigerian government, not Nigerian state, not Nigerian president, not senate, not ministers, not governors, Nigerian citizens, not me and you that are sitting in this studio talking. Nigerian citizens on the street, in the crannies and in the villages and towns, they are waiting for America. For every American marine, there is a graveyard to be buried alive. Nigerians are ready and willing. We are
Nuisance,
now they hear the madman. Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram terrorists, they have been ransacking communities, kidnapping women, children, and men. They have been killing in tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands for the past 12 years, at least in the minimum. Nigerians that are ready for Americans, which these guys are presenting as coming to invade them, are made to believe that they would then turn around and fight the Americans that said they are coming to, to get the terrorists that are killing them, which they couldn't defend or fight. Now, suddenly, these Nigerians are going to, they are ready. I tell you, they are ready. Which Nigerians are ready? Raise up your hand if you are ready to fight for Nigeria. When Americans come, if they come, raise up your hand in the comments. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to count you. There is no much delusion. A delulu that is, pretty much stronger than that. But that is the world that these roguish politicians live. And I can't really wait for them to meet the real surprise. But that one is a clown. Because as for Kolu, he don't do TikTok video to show to America that we are serious, sir. Look at me. And my service, Kolu.
I charge you as head of our nation's armed forces to carry out your duties with patriotic zeal Nigerians expect result and not excuses. We are in a hurry to celebrate peace. I charge you also to be innovative, preemptive, and courageous. Let's stay ahead of those who seek to threaten our peace, freedom, and stability. Let us deploy technology where necessary. We cannot allow the crisis that began in year 2009 to persist any longer. It is time to defeat the enemies. I wish you the best. I advise you to work together as a team. Compare notes, exchange your information effectively and follow up proactively. Work with other security agencies and defeat this enemy once and for all. We need to clean them up, clear them out. I promise to provide all support you need to get the job done. Thank you very much.
In the TikTok video, to show to America that, see, we are trying, Look at go and see my video, last update, because situation has gone overhead right now. In case if they are downplaying it, if you are watching me from Nigeria, I don't know, Nigeria is a very funny place, right? This news of America is coming, right? The way they are spreading it on the streets in Nigeria, okay? That so many others are just like making joke and making fun of it, right? they are making Nigerians believe that Americans are coming. So, and typical Nigerians, right? They are not really worried because probably they believe that there is no American coming. So they are just saying, I mean, this is going to be my first war. I don't even know which dress to wear. Are they going to tell us the day they are coming? So that some of us can dress up in uniform to go and welcome them. They are making jokes of that on the street right now. So as we speak, even the government is confused of how they really want to handle this. Because the guy they are talking to is Donald Trump. Honestly, Nigerians are asking themselves, Omo, hey man, this is my first war. Man, I can't wait. I don't even know what dress to wear. Nigerians. That's those ones who brought it to the social media. I say, what do we should cook for war? I don't even know, maybe na Ofen Salah or what did they call them? Pounded jam and egusi. What do you go drink when the war starts? Self? Like how we go take Nigerians while your government, your criminal politicians are running from pillar to post? Because to them, once they become the real target, and so many of you are not paying attention. One idiot said you are waiting to fight Americans in the villages, in the communities, in everywhere. When the rest of you are just waiting for Americans to, some are even saying that if Nigeria give them gun to fight Americans, it's crazy, right? They are saying that they will just tell Americans that, hey, officer, don't worry about this area. We will handle these people for you. Like they will be the one fighting on behalf of the Americans. So there is so much loss of interest in the people in charge of Nigeria. People have lost so much interest. They have lost so much trust in the government of the country. Therefore, whatever they say, people don't take them for anything anymore. If they say America is coming to come and kill all of them, say, oh, no worry, make them come. We know who they go kill. No be us they go kill. Something like that. So the criminal politicians have found themselves in a quagmire right now, trying to see if they could probably like curry a national patriotism, something. It is not working. People have mentally seceded from Nigeria. And it seems these guys are just finding out. So their best bet right now is to see if this cup, say, Baba, if you can carry this cup over me, or is they are going to drown in it. However, the Arewans granted their own meeting, the Arewa Consultative Forum, and they have categorically rejected Donald Trump's accusation and redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. They are telling Donald Trump, Americans, that, listen, Nigeria is a sovereign country, which means Nigeria is an independent country. We can do whatever we want, right? And it is none of Americans' business. So this Arewa Consultative Forum now are now saying, because of what is going on now, they don't know how serious this is going to get. So they are now championing national unity. So make all of us come together and tell America that we are friends, we have no problem, we're not killing ourselves. And I'm like, Afa, Yawiri, can you go to Yewata and call the people of Yewata to come to you and do national unity and say they are not being killed when they saw those who killed them and they knew where they came from and they knew what the Nigerian government did in ignoring them? Can you walk to those communities from Zamfara to Plateau, to Benue, to even Adamawa, Yobe, to Kaduna, to Katsina, to Sokoto? These are even like Sharia north as well. Would you walk to those communities, to Niger State? Would you walk to those places and tell them that they should come out and deny that they are being killed by the terrorists that slaughtered their loved ones? But the ones are asking us to unite. You remember that time we were growing up, By now, they don't bring Sonny Ade, Oyenka Owenu, Alpha Niko, no, not Alpha Ikoku. They would have brought all these musicians together. Shino Peters, Pasuma, they would have brought all these guys together to come and sing a national unity song. Nigeria, now Nigeria has been so divided that even if anybody sings Nigeria, Nigeria, they go stone am. I promise you. But the other ones are talking. These elderly guys. Watch this.
Thank you very much. Let me first say that in the 25 years that the Arewa Consultative Forum has been operating, we have to first of all remember why it was established. At the beginning of the political resurgence in Nigeria in 1999, in the north we have had about 3-4 different organizations, very powerful and pulling in different directions. So, but to face political time after a longer period of military regime, it was decided that the North should coalesce those organizations into one strong, cohesive mouthpiece for the North. And that's what happened. The people that called that meeting that day asked all those different organizations to melt into ACF. And that's what has been going on for the last 25 years. At the time it was also established, there were a lot of divisions in the North, religious, tribal, ethnic, and one of the biggest, most important task for ACF then was to try and unite and unify those divisions. And I must tell you that we are quite proud to say over the years we have had a lot of, we have recorded a lot of achievements. If you remember those days of Kapanchan, Rai, Tafawa Balewa, these are no longer with us anymore. But there are still not too smooth relationships which we are still working on. But one of our greatest achievements is the reduction, in a very serious sense, those conflicts that have been bothering us. Now, afterwards, the resurgence, of course, the appearance of the Boko Haram, it started as a religious problem, but then spread out. It was not then in our own control to safeguard the lives and properties. That's the task of the federal government and the military and the security agencies. But still then, we kept talking to the leaders at all levels so that our people can understand and what to do to reduce such harsh effects that we had been going through. I'm glad, Benny, you mentioned how that had, the last 15 years, had brought our position to this nearly pathetic situation. But we used to be very, very prosperous, outgoing, progressive. We used to be very, very industrious, but factors both that are our own fault in the North and outside influence it had combined to, at a time when we are least capable of pushing back, to further deteriorate our
àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ yìí ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí ọpọlọ rẹ̀ yòrò tàbí ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi síbi aláṣà àwọn ọpọlọ rẹ̀ bí ọpọlọ ikú ó jọ má bẹ́ẹ̀ tọpọlọ rẹ̀ ò tó nǹkan rárá tàbí ètò wà ń bẹ kó má tiẹ̀ wúlò má rárá.
And so that they use takia to deceive the gullible. I am not laying the entire blame of the security infrastructural collapse in northern Nigeria and in Nigeria generally. I'm not laying it solely on their doorstep, no. But they played a very huge role in how everything got to this level. I may not be able to explain all of that right now because of our time. But there is something. All these years, they have been